Hey, what's up? What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Welcome back. This Throwback. I'm Sean. Um, I want to say, start by saying, thank you. I've been getting a lot more positive comments lately. Thank you. I appreciate it. So now, first thing I wanted to discuss today was Minister Farrakhan being banned from Facebook and Instagram, right? So you look at it and you go, why they banning them? You see all of the other people out there that's saying stuff and this and this and that, and they banning them because of his message, what he's saying. He ain't saying nothing but stop being stupid, stop dressing this way, stop acting this way, stop talking this way. Whether you agree with it or not, he ain't saying nothing negative. He ain't telling nobody to go out there and hurt nobody. He ain't telling nobody to fight nobody and all of that. He ain't doing none of that. So it anytime it's a positive message from black man, they trying to silence him. It's whether it's money or trying to throw the legal system at them or whatever. They work against them. It's just the way it is, right? So the last time we was talking about property value, property and all that. So this time I wanted to talk about property value, and as far as once you get the house, doing things to, to make it go up, make the value go up. Because they look at things as far as not only how old your roof is it a new roof, is it over 5 years old, is it under 3 years old, all of that stuff. The older the roof, the less the value of house is. The older your HVAC system or your AC unit, the older, less it's going to be worth. So these are the things I wanted to talk about. The roof, and these necessarily don't necessarily add value to your home, but when you go and appraise it, having all of these updates and all of these upgrades on your house, collectively, it'll bring your house value up. So roof definitely, floors, hardwood floors, they said that will definitely add value. New bathrooms will add value, or remodeled bathroom, remodeled kitchen is going to add value. Your deck, making sure your house is painted. Your HVAC system, your duct stuff, plumbing and wires and things like that. Your lighting fixtures and stuff like that. So all of these types of things add more, add another room, of course, that's going to add it. Painting on the inside, that don't add no value. You know what I mean? Stuff like that, cutting the grass or planting a tree, that don't add no value. So it's certain things you could do to add value. Now, once you do these things and you add these things, though, it's going to be one or two ways you could get the money out. The first thing is, and they don't tell you these things. They don't tell you these things because they don't want you to figure out a way how to make money. They just want to make money off you. So the first thing would be is you got to get your appraisal, pay for the appraisal. So say your house is, you bought it and it was worth 169. So now after you did all your upgrades and all of that stuff, you pay for the appraisal and come out, and the appraisal say that the house is worth, instead of the 169 that you paid for, now is worth 189. So you done got $20,000. That 20G, now you gotta let the mortgage company know about this and all of that, and then you gotta try to find a way to get that money out of there, or add it to the price. So now that money you got, instead of them 20,000 where you actually get it coming this way, you'd be like, all right, that extra 20, we gonna add that to the house then on the other end, so I don't have to pay it off. So maybe you work it out, or you gotta sell a house. Now when you sell a house, you ask for 189. You know what I mean? And then you get the whatever you get for it, and then you pay off what you owe, and then you get to pocket the rest. That's the way everybody do it. That's pretty much flipping a house. You get a house, you put money into it, and you sell it for more than what you paid for it, and get the extra out. And then, oh man, spiders. Spiders be real down here in the South, y'all. That was a big one. He looked like Spider-Man. It bit me. I'd have turned into a viper. Man, that was a big one. Sorry, y'all. Prophet Muhammad said you don't supposed to kill spiders. Or not the Prophet Muhammad. How the story goes is, in the Quran, in the cave, the Prophet Muhammad was in. The assassins came to kill him, and when they came to assassinate him, all of the spider webs in the cave saved him. All of the spider webs saved the Prophet Muhammad. So, but that was a big one. I'm sorry. So yeah, definitely these are the type things. And so when you sell your house, you will get your money out like that. That's the one of the two ways. But you will have to get an appraisal, and once you get the appraisal, that's somebody else coming in and saying, well, hey, look, we know that he paid this and this and that for it, but his new appraisal, boom, the house is worth this, and get that to your mortgage company. Oh, I think a lot of heads that I played, Ballwood and stuff like that, 40 Park, even in the military, could have played pro sports, basketball. I think Ice could have probably, he was the one we thought was gonna play baseball. That hard ball ain't no joke, boy. That ball coming at you is like a brick coming at you, a little rocket. Crazy. In late June, right? In late June, they gonna have their first Democratic presidential debate. And presently, I think they said they have 21 people. 21 people gonna be in this thing. Because they said, like, the last time they felt like people felt like Hillary had the deck stacked. So this time they want to make sure the deck not stacked. So they want to make as many people as possible welcome. See, that's like nobody losing type of thing. You give out 12 first place trophies. Like, come on, man. You got to weed out the... That's what's wrong with Dems, man. They too emotional, man. They trying to be... They don't want to really talk to no issues. They just want to play our emotions, man. They just always want to talk emotional. They just want to talk about things, get us emoted. They just a mess, man. The only way you gonna win, and I'm jumpy now. Spider got me jumpy. That joint was big. Word up. I like Indiana Jones, spiders and snakes. Like, ah! And New York City rats. Dumb choices. New York City rats be like, wow, man. They be big, man. They be big. They don't be playing, man. And they bold, too. So, yeah, but back to the Dems. They just gotta, the only way you gonna beat the orange guy is y'all gotta get y'all top 5. Rest of y'all gotta be like, yo, check this out, man. No offense or whatever, but yo, it's time for us to get serious. And so that's what we gotta do. Until we did 21 people out of the presidential debate, I was gonna do a presidential show, but then I looked and said they got 21 people. Golly, you just gotta do a show just on that alone. It's crazy. Here was one that really caught me. Like in Cleveland, Mississippi, right? Cleveland Central High, right? Cleveland Central High. So what they did was they took the all white and all black high schools there, and they closed them, and then they made one nice big super high school, brand new high school, whoop de whoop whoop whoop. And so when they do that, the sister Alicia James, said that 2 weeks before graduation, they lower her score so the white girl can be the salutatorian because they didn't want to upset the students. Yep. So they lower her grade. So now you go, that ain't nothing. But as the salutatorian for that particular school, I looked it up too. For that particular school, they don't necessarily get a scholarship to a college, but they get scholarship money and grant money and all of this for being the top student in that high school, which is about the norm. Most high schools, when you are salutatorian and all that, you're gonna either get a scholarship or you're gonna get some kind of grant money or something. That's just the way it worked. And so they lowered the girl grade, right? And they said that they called them quality points. When her family sat down, they told her it was quality points. And that was why they lowered her score, because her classes didn't meet their quality points that they thought or whatever, right? And so Dr. Randy Grierson and Dr. Jacqueline Thigpen lowered her score. Yeah, right. So and see, and remember I was telling you how they get our kids in there and they how they turn our kids against us, and they brainwash our kids, and they lower us, stop us from dreaming and downplay our achievements. That's what they do in school. Here's another one they did in school. They do in school. And it was funny. I seen it in the newspaper today, matter of fact. It was a captain for New York City corrections, right? And it's Caribbean brother. So you can't say, oh, it's a Caribbean brother. He's still my brother, though. But a Caribbean brother. I think John something, whatever. They call him and they say, your son acting up at school. He goes to school, get his son, take him home, whoop his son. And then he get arrested for whooping his son. And I say that because these is things that they do to black men. I'm going to tell you why I say that. The same thing happened to me. My oldest son, Sherwin. He was acting up in school. I went to school, and this was around the last time I stopped hitting them too, because I saw they was going to try to jam me up. They really was going to try to jam me up. And it wasn't just them. But it was some other people willing to help jam me up. But anyway, so I go get my son, I bring him home, and yeah, I bust his ass. Bust his ass because he's supposed to get his ass bust. He fucking up in school. But I take school serious. So I whoop him. I ain't trying to kill him, draw no blood or whatever the case may be, but you're going to get a whooping with a belt. Next day, he go to school, and next day, and they tell, like, come on, hold on now. I was like, time out, hold on. Y'all call me to tell me my son is acting out of control in school, and I go and I chastise him and support y'all, and then y'all try to serve me up to the police? I said, what? So after that, that's when I started doing the dictionary shit. Like, y'all ain't gonna jam me up. Like, how y'all gonna jam a parent up like that? And then they go, well, when they get 12 and 13 and 14 years old, oh, they out of control. Oh, they don't know how to act. They got no discipline. You just was trying to arrest me 3-4 years ago for this situation. Yeah, I said, wow. So the brother, the captain for the New York Corrections, he gonna lose his job now. Cause even then, you can't have no domestic child abuse and no domestic violence charge trying to work, and you can't. He lost his job now. Overdoing the right thing. Son need his ass bust again. Yeah. Another 737. This one didn't crash. This one slid off the runway into the river. Then they had the Russian one that they say was hit by the lightning. But nowadays, you can't even tell. You can never know with these planes. They say whatever they want to say, man. I mean, You just could never tell because Bowen has already showed us that they lie. Bowen already showed us that they lie because I seen it and I posted it. They knew last year about the plane situation, the safety issue with the plane. They knew last year and a year ago, not last year, a year ago. And they knew that the safety, that it was, they didn't even have the safety light feature on the plane. Safety light feature to show somebody, they didn't even have that on the plane. So they knew. They knew. I still say, oh, call me when somebody getting ready to go to jail. Talk to me. This is what happened. This is why they trickle the information out the way they trickle it out, y'all. They give it to you instead of giving you the whole story. Like we ain't adults, we can't follow the story along in one day. They give you one headline with focus on one story. They give you another headline and focus on that story. And that's how they do it. And they trickle you out like 10 little bits of the story and stretch it out over 6 months, a year. So then by the time it's like, what? And then they have a Senate hearing and nobody never goes to jail. Nobody never goes to, they give a fine. The corporate company, like whether, I seen where they find the people with the, what's that shit? The weed, Scotch Guard, the weed people. One of them got hit with $64 million, whatever the case may be. These for causing cancer, might be causing cancer. These companies know. These companies be known when they send they pills out here, when they send they spray out here, when they send they whatever they send out here, they cars, they planes. They know. They know. They know. They know. They already did a cost risk analysis and done determined at the worst how much they'll have to pay out, you know, and at the least and this and this and that. Yeah, they already did it. Yo, that quadruple overtime game that night, Portland and Denver, word. And I got to give it to Rodney Hood. I thought he was a bum. LeBron James had him looking like a bum on Cleveland last last year. But I give you something. I give him his respect. Give him some credit, rather. I meant. Okay, here you go. The feds looking for more sex tapes for R. Kelly involving underage kids. I'm like, man, sex tapes. You know the Kardashians, they want a sex tape. Just go to the Kardashians. They got all of the sex tape files. Everybody. Dumb or Ray J. Got all the sex tapes. Let me go one. And I bring R. Kelly up first and then come right behind R. Kelly because I saw this 26-year-old former YouTube singer Austin Jones, who had a big teen following, was sentenced to 10 years. Feds wanted 11. He had teenage girls sending him nudes after he coached them how to dress, dance, etc. It was 6 girls he got busted on. He reached out to 30 girls. His lawyer tried to say he was abused as a kid, like R. Kelly was saying. Oh, I was this and this and that. His lawyer tried that too, and he got 10 years for 6 pictures. So that's why they try to find the tape, because I was telling, me and my son was talking about it, and I was saying, if they find the tape, then it's not even rape no more. It ain't even, now it's child pornography, because you made a sexual tape video recorded underage in the sex act. That's a whole nother thing now. That's where they going with that. See, they try to line them up. Pete Buttigieg, the openly gay presidential candidate, got heckled at a Texas event. They yell, you know, marriage between a man and a woman and all of this type of stuff. It's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be this election gonna be interesting because it's gonna be a lot more. It's gonna be a lot more variety reasons for people to hate people running around out there. You know what I mean? It's going to definitely be the Muslim outspoken candidate, or the gay candidate, or the lesbian candidate. It's gonna be a lot of that for some of your more racist people to get their hate on. So I was watching what's that? The Predator. So I'm watching The Predator. I'm like, wow. So out of the whole the whole race, human race, they wanted the little special of the white boy, huh? Cause he was the next step in the evolution. He was the next step in evolution. Cause he was artistic and all of this, and they know they and then in the end, white people save us all again. I'm like, God, man, I should get old, tired of seeing stuff like that. And that's why I get on commercials, and that's why I get on that, because I I get how young people sitting around watching commercials, watching what they saying a successful life is, and you need this headphones to be fly. You need these sneakers to be fly. You need this. You gotta have this lavender cologne and all this. Like, they just got so much stuff going at you, man, to make, and all of it just to fuck with your self-esteem. I'm telling you, all of the commercials, all of the stuff I see, for real, it's just to really fuck with your self-esteem. Make whatever you doing not be enough without whatever they selling, whatever they doing, whatever they into. You got to be into this, and if not, you a loser. And so after you hear that enough times, you know you a loser because you ain't got these sneakers on. You a loser because you ain't got this name brand on. You a loser because of this. You a loser because you don't talk like this. You a loser because you don't make this amount of money on your job. You a loser because you don't dress like this, or whatever. Like, after you hear that enough and enough and enough, man, then you get to where, yo, this world ain't for us, man, and this and that, man, and it's by design, man. It's by design. It's by design, for real. Word. Because you know you got somebody like the Minister Farrakhan that's talking positive. Tell him. And then the funny thing is, half of us ain't even listening. They act like, I see, if Minister had all of us listening to him. We ain't even listening. And they still scared. Word. But okay, so let's go to some more safety stuff, right? So I was talking to my son about, so if you in a tornado, when tornado warning, there'd be a lot more tornadoes and stuff like that. So whenever a tornado alert, or the sirens or whatever, you always want to get in the door well. So you got the door right here with the, and then push the door open, and you want to be right in there in the beams, because those are usually, the door frames are steel and they welded together. So you get in there, in between there, get flat and stay there. So the building start collapsing or shit start falling, you stay there. You got a better chance of being. I ain't gonna say you're gonna be good. You got a better chance of being okay, be safe. Remember that one. Building collapsing, tornadoes. You want to be in the door well. That's from back when I was in Kansas. We used to get tornado. That siren, boy, that's scary. So with lightning, we all know you probably don't want to be outside in the water, next to no trees, no poles, no gold watch, no watches on, no aluminum, no nothing, walking your dog with the little shiny little things. Like the odds, like, okay, yeah, it's a big, but if it do hit you, you're going to be tore up. Like, the odds is astronomical that it actually lighten you or strike you. But if it strike you and you doing some dumb shit, you gonna be fried. You gonna be not feeling good. Don't too many people survive lightning strikes. That's a fact. Oh, here go one. So someone coming at you with a car, or you drunk, you end up in the street, you see the car coming at the last minute. Always try to jump up towards the windshield with your back like this. You know what I mean? So that way you get your legs up from out of the car. So if the car coming at you like this, you want to jump up and kind of like towards the window and hope that your legs, you trying to not let your legs get hit by the bumper and all that. You trying to jump over the bumper onto the car. You know what I mean? Like I said, you got to think fast. My son said, if you got time to think that. I'm like, yeah, that's the part of, being alert when you in the street. If you alert when you in the street, you see shit coming. If you not alert, then that's what happens. You know what I mean? Shit happens. Sometimes you can't avoid stuff. Sometimes you can. Yeah, I was like, don't think run, because you ain't going to outrun the car. Don't think. Word. Dodge, get in between something. Word. Yes, I did get hit by a car, too. I got hit by a car, too. Any wounds? Oh, okay. If you got a gunshot or a stabbing, try to stop the bleeding if you can, and not with your hand. That's not going to. If take your shirt off, wrap your shirt. You know what I mean? Kind of make like a little something to because you want something where you could kind of like put a until they get there, and it'll kind of clog it up a little bit and slow down, because usually that's what gets people. It's blood loss. It might not be necessarily the wound itself. It's the loss of blood. So if you could keep the blood in them, stop the bleeding, that'll help. Stabbings, gunshot wounds, all of that. Try to stop the bleeding whenever you can. The bigger the wound, get something bigger. If it's a big, you might need a rag for a little hole like this, you know what I mean? But if it's a bigger thing, maybe you need a towel. You get that towel and you get it on there, and you got it nice, and you pressing that pressure. It might hurt. It's going to hurt them, but it might save their life too. Word up. Then you got the tourniquet. You got to be careful with tourniquets, because you got to know where to place the tourniquet at. So if the wound is right here, and you applying a tourniquet, that's when you put a rope around them or a belt, and you twist to tie it to stop the bleeding like that. Now, if the cut is here, you gotta put the tourniquet over the cut. You can't put it under the cut. You put it under the cut, the blood is up here. It's gonna still run out. So with a tourniquet, you gotta make sure you put it on the side where the most blood is up this way. You know what I mean? So, and then with that, you got to make sure you twist it to let a little bit of circulation in. Because if you leave it too tight, too long, they'll lose that limb, because there's no blood going to it. So it goes dead. It'll go limb. Turn blue and green. You have to cut it off. So be careful with a tourniquet. Be very careful with a tourniquet. And then you got the tracheotomy. That's when somebody is bleeding and they can't breathe, and you do a little slice right here. Be very careful with that, because you cut their voice box. It's like, don't try to be super person. Keep it regular. If you don't know CPR, don't try to do CPR. Do what you can do. Stay calm. Do what you can do. Word up. Usually with the bleeding thing, if they bleeding from the mouth, if they laying flat on their back so they don't choke. If they bleeding and you don't know CPR, just try to turn their mouth, their head to the side, so where the blood is running out this way, as opposed to going down and I'm choking. So that's the only thing you do. Turn their head to the side where the blood is not, they don't choke on the blood. Right? In a robbery, stay calm. Stay calm in a robbery. Stay calm. Listen to what they saying and give it to them. Especially if they got a gun. It's not worth it. It really ain't. It really ain't worth it. You could be a sucker, a punk, whatever, a Vic, a Herb, whatever, whatever, whatever. But you alive. Word up. You could get some more material stuff later, man. That material stuff come later, for real. That super bug I was talking about earlier was Cardinia urus. Cardinia urus. Auris. It's serious, right? But they still ain't even telling y'all what hospitals is in. It done affected, I think, 350 people in New York City. That's half of the country. It's 600 cases reported in America. 350 of them in New York City. They still ain't tell you what hospitals it's in. You know what I mean? That's one. They won't even tell you they won't tell you nothing. They ain't even give you no numbers on it. So the numbers we guessing is like guess numbers. They said they were not going to really put the numbers out. I think they said to next year for this year, which is crazy, but whatever. But anyway, so they already gave New York 6 million, but because Schumer got $1.8 billion in government funds for the CDC. Now they want the CDC to get them some of that $1.8 billion. So now they talking about the bug now and all of this and all that because there's more money involved. If it wasn't no money involved, they wouldn't be saying nothing about this bug. But this bug is serious. This bug, so you get it, you die. You get it, you die. Right. They keep it. I don't understand why they don't tell people about that. Because part of fighting a germ is being clean and knowing that you like if you going into a place where it's the measles outbreak, I want to know it's the measles outbreak, so I'll be safe when I go in there. These has to let you go into something and don't tell you because they'll feel you don't need to know. Then somebody die from something that they don't supposed to die of, and it's because you didn't know. Okay, fellas, this one I mentioned this one to my son too. Fellas, this is one I never did it, and I definitely second guess that decision all the time. But if you got the money for a lawyer and she making it hard for you to see your kids, go to court. Go to court. Go to court for visitation rights. Go to court to see your child. Go to court to put it on record that, yo, I'm having trouble with seeing her. I'm seeing my kids. And then go to court just so down the road you could be like, yo, man, I had to go to court, man, to see you, man. So it won't look like you didn't care. Because in the end, it looked like you don't care, really, when you call yourself doing the right thing, not wanting to go to court and all this. It could come across like you don't care, trust me. So watching the UFC, right, because I was switching back and forth from the NBA because the commercials, I just can't do the commercials. There's too much brainwashing going on. Way too much brainwashing going on. So I'm watching UFC and I'm like, it's way too much sweaty man rolling around going on in the UFC. Like way too much sweaty man. And I like wrestling. I love wrestling. I was like, I don't know. It's a little way too much sweaty man rolling around for me. I don't know. I'm like, I be trying to get like, and I used to fight. I'm like, get off me with all that sweaty grabbing stuff, man. Get up, let me catch these hands, man. But anyway, I was like, wow, they've been rolling around on the floor for like 2 minutes straight, just rolling around, hugging each other, both holding each other like this. I'm feeling uncomfortable watching this UFC fight right now. Let me go back to the basketball game. I was watching a motorcycle racer. Why ain't no brothers on that motorcycle track? With the ninjas and all of that? I know like at least 10 guys that could ride motorcycles. Word. And Meek Mills. Word. Why we... Here go one for y'all, for my millennials out there. One for the millennials. Check it out, right? IPO. IPO stands for Initial Public Offering, right? During the initial public offering, which lasts 2 to 3 days, that's when you can buy stocks for pennies, right? IPOs, right? Now, they have 42 weed companies, cannabis companies coming to market this year. The growth for the cannabis is the fastest. It's at 50 billion now. It's going to grow to 140 billion in the future, right? 42 companies coming to market this year. Cannabis, investors, IPOs, y'all got to look for them. You got to look for them. You get in, it get like that. I was looking at some of the things. You invest 2,500. And certain in this company or that company, a 2,500 investment get you $100,000, 115. Some companies 300,000-400,000, depending on the companies, because they'll start out at 27 cents and end up at $6, $7. That's a ridiculous, markup. So you got to start looking for IPOs, initial public offerings, cannabis. Because it's messed up that Rockefeller laws, which was weed too. They didn't just give you Rockefeller for crack and coke and heroin. They threw weed in there too. So you got caught with a couple of pounds, you was going down too. So now, after all of them Rockefeller years and all that, it's sad and it's fucked up. But it's a typical way that they do shit. When it come money time, we get X'd out. And all of the billionaires, watch, gonna be all white guys. Gonna be all white guys. What? It's crazy. Yeah, I told y'all that ball and plane thing. Word, that's crazy. Yo, I was watching, the first 48 hours. Yo, I love that show, man. This show is crazy, man. So you had a sister. It was two episodes. You got the sister. You sleeping with the homeboy of your husband, and y'all two in the house when he get gunned down in the driveway. He got $1 million life insurance policy. Y'all been text messaging and emailing, and had a tracking device on his car. How you thought you was gonna get away with this? And y'all, she showed up the first interview to the police station. She showed up with her hair cut. She went to the beauty parlor and had fly glasses on. The first interview, I'm like, word, she just got a wash and set. I'm like, yo, she just went and got a wash and set and a cut. Crazy. Yeah, they got her. Then she did a $1 million life insurance policy. She said, and then, I don't even know if he even paid the insurance policy. I just been so upset. No tears yet. I just been so upset to check. She had already checked, of course, man. I'm like, man, people just can't be that stupid trying to commit murders out here. Then you had the white trailer park trash murder. Baby daddy was 18. He hitting on the baby mama. She called the father. They come over, beat him up, throw him through the window, stomp him out, tie him up, put him in a truck, pickup truck, take him to the woods, leave him hog-tied, and leave him in the woods. And then when he come up missing, well, we thought he would have got out. Huh? Well, we left him out there. I don't know if he's still out there. Go out there, he's still hog-tied up there. Died out there hog-tied in the woods. Like, oh man, you can't make this stuff up. Yeah. Yeah, commercials, man. Commercials be trying to make, yeah. Every commercial make you product try to make you be lit. Anything you know, um, liquor, this car, eating McDonald's, drinking Grey Goose, drinking Pepsi, Coca-Cola got you on a bus singing, make you a star like Tyrese. Like every product, I tell you, man, every product out there to try to make you like it play at your self-esteem, man. Play with your mind. Like, yo, your life ain't that good, right? We know it's not. Word. But if you drink our stuff, our yak, we make it put it back on track. It's crazy. Yeah. Alright, this was one. Alright, man. We can't have it both ways. You can't want to be a manly man, respected, talk to me with respect, treat me like a man, blah, 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 blah. But you acting like a girl, you talking like a girl, you sounding like a girl. You can't hold no weight, you can't hold no pressure. You can't get nothing done, can't nobody count on you. I mean, how you still claiming you a man? How you still claiming that? You just like for real, like it's for real. Like you got men out here that can't even have another conversation with another man that he don't agree with. If that's your brother, like, come on, how you saying you a man then? How you saying you a man? How you can't have no conversations? You know what I mean? But it's all good, man. It's all love. It's all good though. It's all good. It's all good. I was thinking about an incident, man. You know, people. It's funny, man. I say this all the time. I be saying this to my niece all the time, man. I do stuff, and 90% of the time, don't nothing I do affect nobody else's life. Word. I don't be trying to do nothing to affect nobody else's life. Put no cloudiness on nobody's shit. No hate on nobody. No this, no that, or whatever. Cause I know how to go and beat it myself and grind till I get back right. But I get when people do stuff, it's like, yo, it's like, wow, that's how you gonna do it? Ah, that's how you gonna do it? For real, for real. This was the mayor's name from the last joint. Mayor Catherine Pooh. She sold a book. She sold them five. No, she sold them 100,000 copies of a book for $500,000. So that was about $5 a copy, a book. So I'm thinking that's a good deal. But because she was on the board of the Maryland medical system when she did it, and it was her LLC and all of that, it's not right and everything. But I'm like, everybody, all of the politicians get money. All of the politicians, is just how they take it. It's just how they word it. And so you know they're going to go after her husband. They got her husband involved with it now and everything. And I'm like, she ain't do nothing wrong. She didn't do nothing wrong. She just didn't do it the way they wanted her to do it. See, that's the thing. They want you to do everything the way they want you to do it. Then it's okay. If they give you, because then that way they could go, okay, well, whenever you get out of line, we got this right here. You know, we got this right here. We're going to keep this right here until you get out of line, and we going to use it on you. Word up. Yeah, so, I was just reading this right here, this no color movement, and you know, talking like that, you know, cause you see color matters when it come to pay, opportunity, how the police will treat you. That'll remind you. That's when you'll get reminded of you know, what's what. So I really want to go into Zionism, because Zionism is a big part politics and all of that, because they have a lot of money. They contribute a lot of money. We don't contribute. We don't. And so politicians jump for money. That's just what they joke. That's just what they jump about. So, but on the next show, we gonna go on the politics. I think I'm gonna go on the politics. I ain't gonna go through all 21 of them people, man, cause they ain't not worth. It's not worth it. I might go through the top 5, maybe the top 7. We talk about the top 7. You know what I mean? What they talking about. But yeah, so I just wanted to get back in. That's my show. I'm Big Sherm, and yo, for real, y'all, we gotta start sticking together, man. We gotta start sticking together, man. For real. And speaking to one another ain't gonna hurt. Yo, I see y'all, man.